could use a story.
Hey guys, it's me, Lenny B, and welcome to another edition of Pulse. No. Have you ever noticed that Christina Lee does that all of the time? Every episode that she's in for the Pulse, it always starts with, hey guys, hey guys, every time. My roommate actually noticed that when I was in California, and it was just ridiculous. Anyways, I was actually starting to set up my video blog, but then I realized my camera has a widescreen view. Hopefully things work out well for this little guy here. Anyway, welcome to my little abode. I had to take the mouse off of the laptop here. I want to show you my little setup. If we move along here. Oh, look at that. It's a dynamic theme. It's Sackboy jumping. Oh, see him jumping? He's jumping. And people online. There's me. I'm online. Anyway, and then you could see down here my games and PS3, and I'll show you that little guy over there a little later. Last night I watched the 1-Up game night review. Not really a review, but game night of Vanquish. I'm actually contemplating on getting that game. I'm not sure if I really want it yet. But it looked really awesome until they actually started playing it. Tina was on there, and then there were two other guys playing it. I'm not sure who they were exactly. But I wasn't too convinced on their enthusiasm for the game because they just didn't really seem up to it. I went ahead and left a comment in one of the forums, and it was funny because after they read my comment, one of the guys responded, and he was all like, "Oh, is this guy a troll or something?" But you can be the judge of whether I was trolling or not. The comment I posted was, "What's up with the slow motion scenes? Do you control this, or does the game just automatically go into slow-mo? It seems a lot like Armored Core, but you only get to play with one character." Anyway, you be the judge. I managed to play the Enslaved demo, and the graphics are just really phenomenal, especially for a demo. I was really surprised. I definitely want to buy it, but at the same time I need a little bit more convincing on whether I should get it or not. So the story really got to me because the story seemed pretty convincing, pretty awesome. But at the same time, if you've played the demo, I was just thinking, man, what a bitch, man. Why'd you gotta go and do that? But yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it obviously caught me, and I kind of want to play it. But at the same time, I'm not too convinced because it kind of reminds me a lot of Prince of Persia, just the acrobatics of all of that stuff. You may or may not have some more weapons or whatever, or wider variety. I know that he has some gloves or knuckle gloves, and then a bow staff, which is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Sansan from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So the male version of Sansan, obviously. Monkey Warrior. Oh, that reminds me of Kingdom of Heaven. No. Kingdom of Heaven. I don't remember. But some movie with Jackie Chan and Jet Li, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Also, I downloaded the new Dead Space Ignition demo. I'm contemplating on getting the game, but obviously I want to play the demo first. The artwork looks horrible. It looks horrible. So hopefully the gameplay isn't too bad, but at the same time I'm not expecting too much. But as a reward, I guess, if you beat the game, then you can unlock a suit or something of the sort for Dead Space 2, and I am 95% sure that I'm probably going to be buying Dead Space 2 the minute it comes out, because I love Dead Space, the first one, so obviously there's no real reason for me not to get Dead Space 2. Speaking of which, I think Visceral Games needs to come out with a multiplayer Dead Space. Because if Dead Space 2 was multiplayer, it would be so freaking better. Because I hate just walking down a corridor by myself and then something's like right behind me. That's the freakiest thing. I was talking to Matt, the meat on One Up, and oh my gosh, like I just recall like going down those creepy hallways, and then you just hear noises and stuff, and then you just turn around and there's some big huge freakish necromorph right behind you, and that's just the worst. I can only imagine it with surround sound, because if you had surround sound, oh, I think I'd be jumping out of my skin, if that's possible. Yeah, I keep on saying but let's see. Deus Ex Human Revolution. That is a game coming out by Eidos Montreal and Square Enix, and that actually looks really impressive. If you take a look, there's this black chick who's like disappearing and reappearing, and it's really funny because when I look at her, she kind of reminds me of Rihanna, which is kind of hot but at the same time kind of retarded. But anyway, that game looks pretty awesome. I'm really hoping that the combination of Eidos and Square Enix really brings out like a blockbuster, because I would be thoroughly impressed if that was a blockbuster, just because I mean Square Enix needs a big hit, and I think Eidos, with their action adventure type games and Square Enix's ability to draw people in with their story, they might be able to get a home run with this one. So I'm really having my fingers crossed for them. Hopefully it's a great combination for them both. I'm really curious about that Deus Ex game, because I haven't seen any in-game playing, in-game something. But I'm wondering if it's going to be a lot like Metal Gear Solid 4, whereas there is no real difference between the cinematics and in-game play. Then again, when I think back to Eidos and Square Enix, they're rarely like that. So maybe they're trying to push for something new. I want to say they're using the Unreal Engine, so I'm not exactly sure how they're going about it, but I think with the Unreal Engine they might be able to do that. I'm gonna grab something real quick. This is what I bought down in San Francisco while I was driving through. I was on my way back home from California. I'm here in Vancouver, Washington now, and this guy right here was in Japantown. If you can't tell who it is, it's Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, and if you see here, it comes with extra hands, so you could do this. Look at that awesome pose, Vivi. Vivi's so awesome. He's the best Final Fantasy IX character, I would say. Yeah. Steiner is pretty funny though, but he's just ridiculous. He's like the Robin Williams of Final Fantasy IX. Anyway, that's all I really have for right now. I know that this video was way longer than I expected, but I hope it's to your liking, and I hope that you leave a comment or let me know how I'm doing, because hopefully I continue my video blogs, but I'm not sure what needs critiquing and what doesn't, other than the fact that I probably shouldn't be doing it in my living room and should have something fancy or a stage area, which would be really cool, especially with like a background. What if I had like the White Knight big huge statue right behind me? and be pretty badass. Anyway, that's all I have for right now. Thank you very much for watching me blog about gaming, which is something we all share in common. Thanks very much for your time, and deuces. Deuces.